Cruiser's Edge of Tomorrow is coming to 4K, which is good timing. Yeah, good
nice.
I'm going to get the TAT edition. I can't not get the TAT edition. I know it's a ridiculous price, but it's not as AVI exclusive, so I feel a little bit more like I'll justify it. Coming in July, and not the only cruise either, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. It's a bizarre one. Now.
Well, it isn't a bizarre one, though, is it? It's not a bizarre choice because the reason behind it, Tropic Thunder, is coming to 4K courtesy of Kino because of their new deal with Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
So Kino have a new deal with Paramount. They picked up 64 titles, not all 4K. I think only 15 of them are 4K. But 64 titles in total, ranging from the 40s through to the 2010s. And amongst those, there are 15 4K debuts. No one quite knows what they are. Well, we know one, Tropic Thunder. But they're hoping the majority of the ones they picked up are, as far as I can tell, in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I think the 50s, 60s, and 70s are all double digits, the number of discs that are being released in those eras. And the 80s is like 9, and the 90s is 8, and then it's less and less at either end of that spectrum. I would say people are hoping for Once Upon a Time in the West, Chinatown, Marathon Man, Truman Show, There Will Be Blood, maybe even Face Off. It's that kind of range. No one knows what's coming out, but it is an interesting deal for a number of reasons. We touched upon this before, because Paramount pretty bad at doing anything other than just sticking it on a disc. Disc may look and sound really nice, but you can't stick Beverly Hills Cop 2 on a disc and call it 35th anniversary edition and not have Mark go, where are my extras?
Oh my God, what if Kino's second 4K release is Beverly Hills Cop 3? Oh my God. Shoot me now.
I think they've only got one film to release from that era, and you might have been saved by Tropic Thunder, quite honestly. It'll be the only time in your life you thank Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. But, I like Tropic Thunder. It just feels a bit like you say, someone's gone there. What should we release first? Chinatown or Tropic Thunder? You know,
the only reason I could possibly see is that they thought none of the other films star Cruise, so we'll just get that out there now. I can't see any reason why Tropic Thunder would be the first to be unleashed. Although I did read a rumor that they were under contract to release Tropic Thunder first, which sounds farcical, but possibly.
Well, don't forget you've got Downey Jr. in there, haven't you? You've got you know, so there's the MCU connection while it's still so hot right now. You know, so
I mean, Kino are undoubtedly on a roll. They've got a following that they did Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on 4K, which I'll say right now, still no UK release. So people are still shipping it from Kino, from the US, and this month they're doing the other Dollars films, Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more. And I don't think we'll get a 4K release in the UK of those. So Kino they're in business. I mean, I am interested in what we get from this, and people are going to be paying they're going to be paying collector's edition set prices to ship a disc from America.
No, because you know what, I think that for a big studio like Paramount to deal with Kino, I think they're not just going to limit it to the US. I think we're going to see a similar Paramount deal with one of the UK boutique labels. I think someone like Arrow would be placed well to do a similar deal, I would imagine. So I won't be surprised if, maybe not for Tropic Thunder.
But like Paramount Plus, it'll be like a year later, won't it?
But isn't this interesting? You'd have thought now with Paramount Plus, you know, on the verge of being launched here in its early infancy over in the States, why is it not now doing what Disney would have done, which is say, balls to the physical releases, let's stick it all on the streaming platform and use that to hook people in. So it's an interesting, it's the anti-Disney in terms of the model for getting your films out to market. I mean, it makes no sense, really, if you think about it.
Kino are good for their collector's sets.
Yeah.
I mean, the nice thing about Kino is, sure, it doesn't come with all the tats, but it actually comes with extra features.
Yeah.
But these releases we get with all the tat, that's just designed to make you not look at the fact there's nothing on the disc.
True, but they're not immune from the old cock-ups, are they? And no. Let's just say when they do cock up, they don't have as good a track record for fixing it as the likes of Arrow do and things like that. So
I don't know. I had a brand new hard target turn up, complete with packaging. None of this what Arrow do, which is ship me just the disc, and you have to send the old disc back or send a photocopy. There's a brand new sealed hard target sitting here, which they.
And the fact that it's sealed, Kaz, is a crime. It's a crime.
Too much other stuff to watch.
But then again, they never even acknowledged the cock up with Silence of the Lambs, though, did they? So
no.
Yeah, But anyway, I think it's fantastic news because the more we can get access to those big studios' back catalogs on disc, the better. The better. So it's like don't care who it is, let's get them out. I mean, to be fair, as much as I've been bitching about Paramount, at least getting the likes of Escape from LA and Beverly Hills Cop 2 out on 4K disc with great transfers. I'll have that over not having it, quite frankly.
Yes. Over Cat's Eyes.
Yes. So all good news for disc fans.
Yes. And another disc we're not going to get in this. Well, briefly touching on, we got Untouchables 4K in May as well.
Yep.
We got the Batman, which oddly has started shipping from Italy, but doesn't come out in the UK until mid-June. And I think it comes out in the US a bit earlier as well, but it's hard to get a hold of. So, that's interesting. It's interesting that it's all from Warner, but they've staggered the release for some.
Well, they did it with June, didn't they? They did it with June. We all imported the Italian steelbook month before it was released, didn't it? So, it seems an odd model to do. And why Italy, of all places? Who knows?
Yeah, but they're going to get all the money now, aren't they?
That's true.
There's also a Everything Everywhere All at Once 4K disc rumored to be coming to 4K in July. The reason why I found this interesting is because just like Kino, I doubt there'll be any kind of UK 4K release. You've seen it, haven't you, Mark?
I have.
You did. You reviewed it.
No, because I just pulled that review on my backside. I was watching Face Off while I wrote that.
Well, it was interesting because Tom saw it before you, and I think there was an element of expectation or concern that if it didn't get the score that Tom would have wanted it to score, he would never speak to us again.
I know. I think he would have literally turned up on my doorstep with a implement of some kind. Yes,
the bucket from No Man Land. But yeah, I mean, I've seen it as well, and I loved it. I thought it's tremendous. So a little bit of background to this. This is Michelle Yeoh in the multiverse on a budget, but you can't really tell it's on a budget. But it's hugely inventive. It came out around the same time as Doctor Strange, which was curious timing. I don't want to big it up to people because I feel like they're going to go in and expect Doctor Strange. It isn't that kind of film. I mean, it's a very clever, small but big multiverse film.
You're not helping there, Kaz.
Well, it is. I mean, it's small scale with a lot of heart to it, and so it's set in a laundromat. It's Michelle Yeoh, she's struggling with day-to-day existence, family existence, bonding with her daughter, dealing with her cranky dad. It's all fairly normal, and they address the multiverse ideas in it tremendously well, and with a great sense of kind of wild abandon, and it's no holds barred with whatever pinata flavored multiverse you want to leap to. It's not just that they're wearing different clothes and have a moustache. I mean, it's very, very inventive, and I can see why people are lapping it up as potentially one of the best films of the year, but you can't go into it with any expectations, because any of those preconceptions, those whatever you've built up in your mind about what this kind of film should look like, it won't look like that. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. Scenes from it you might recognize, and some scenes might completely blow your mind, but as a whole, it's madness, utter madness. And if you embrace it, it's a hell of a ride. Just don't go into it going, oh yeah, this is going to be on someone's Oscar list as the best movie of the year. Not that kind of film.
Although I really hope it is.
Oh yeah, I hope it is as well, but it won't be. But that's okay. I mean, it is just mad. It's a crazy ass film. Mark gave it a 9. I think Tom shouted 10 from the back of the cinema very loudly several times. Mine's up there around that score. Although it's the kind of film you don't really want to score. It's so bewilderingly out there. I'd just say it's unlike anything you've ever seen or will probably ever see again. But that's on 4K. Maybe if you can't get out to see it in cinema, another import. Going to be importing loads.